thanks for joining everyone. Welcome to today's webinar on future-proofing the digital economy, AI, and Web3 synergies. I'm Will, your host for today, and I'm honored to introduce our amazing lineup of guest speakers. Joining us is Vivian Lin, the Chief Product Officer at BingX. We're also joined by Kanging Liu, a research scientist working at the cutting edge of artificial intelligence with insights into how AI is transforming industries. We also have Anndy Lian, best-selling author and seasoned investor, sharing strategic perspectives on blockchain, adoption, and market trends. And completing our panel is Gareth Jenkinson, managing editor at Cointelegraph, who will be supporting us as a moderator and guiding the conversation. We'll hear from each speaker insights on each person's expertise, and followed by questions and also a live Q&A where you can submit your questions in the chat. Let's get started. Vivian, over to you.
Okay, I probably just start a brief introduction about myself. I'm Vivian Lin. I'm currently the CPO and head of spots at BingX. I'm pretty much overseeing the entire product engineering process from. Oh, sorry. Can you still hear me clearly? Okay, well, yeah, I kind of oversee the entire product engineering process from the spark of an idea all the way to the go-to-market strategies. And also I'm looking after the overall listing and business development plans for the spot business at BingX. I'm very glad to be joined by other very experienced guest speakers to talk about how AI and Web3 can work together. Yes, and I'm quite looking forward to the following discussions.
Yeah, Andy, perhaps you can introduce yourself.
Oh, sorry, it's a bit laggy. So hi, I'm Andy. Right now I'm actually in Dubai. So I'm a book author. I love to write articles on a daily basis to share some knowledge. So it's always good to know more friends. So let's chat more. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. And perhaps Kanging, would you like to introduce yourself next?
So, hello, I'm very happy to talk here today. I'm an AI researcher working on teaching machine to see and collaborate with people. So very happy to talk here and share the thoughts with other people. Yeah.
Wonderful, thank you. And Gareth, would you like to introduce yourself as well?
Yeah, sure. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Gareth. I'm the managing editor and head of multimedia at Cointelegraph. I've been covering Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency space since 2017, so it's been a pretty long journey. The last year I've been in charge in tandem with Geraint Price of our editorial and multimedia functions at Cointelegraph. So everything you see, read, and consume on Cointelegraph's website and multimedia channels, be it social media or YouTube, we are behind all of that. So been in this industry a long time, and obviously AI is one of these big new talking points that is driving innovation and a lot of change across every industry out there. Crypto and crypto exchanges, blockchain technology is not the only industry that's adopting these technologies to overhaul and innovate the way we're doing things. So I'm really looking forward to this conversation. I'm really not the expert here, so when we do get to the panel, I'll be asking all the questions and driving the conversation and looking forward to hearing what the real experts have to say about the subject matter.
Absolutely wonderful. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Let's move on to the keynote presentations. And perhaps, Vivian, would you like to start first? I believe we have some interesting insights about Web3 and AI here.
Hello. Yeah. Okay. I will just start. Yeah, I was given the topic of briefing, redefining crypto through intelligence, AI as a core of smarter crypto ecosystem. When I got this, topic, what come to my mind is that how AI really change how the way that we behave in crypto ecosystem, in the way that how the crypto projects react on this newly emerged technology, and how crypto exchange business got be changed by this AI technology, and how, like in our daily life, in terms of trading, in terms of how we interact with Web3 protocols, that the normal user can leverage the new technology. This is something that coming to my mind. So I just find the broader tech industry has widely embraced AI very soon after this new technology emerged. But crypto adoption curve is accelerating only rapidly in recent years, i.e. 2024, 2025, while early use case in crypto focus on the trading bots and basic automation, there is now a clear shift towards a deeper platform level integration of AI. So despite initial fragmentation and the decentralized nature of the crypto slowing early AI adoptions, the same factors are now enabling unique innovation, such as decentralized AI marketplace and distributed computing for AI-related tasks. And we always think about how BingX as an exchange and also as a kind of investment agent, because we have venture arms under BingX Group, how we can be involved in the integration and development and the merging of these two technology as well as the business model. We recently announced BingX has committed 300 million to AI to AI development over the next 3 years, positioning itself as one of the first exchange to treat AI as the core infrastructure investment, not just doing a little bit AI related features. And BingX AI evolution strategy places AI at the center of our innovation roadmap, marking a full stacks integration from product to operations. So what on earth that the industry gonna be changed by AI, right? As a topic, the title says AI as a core of a smarter crypto ecosystem. One thing I would think about is token as a representation of the value of the activities in some particular ecosystem, because token can be used as an incentive, a motivation for resource sharing. Some earlier projects allow developers monetizing machine learning models and use user access specialized in AI services through blockchain-based tokens. The platform enables AI agents to autonomously collaborate, such as a self-driving car accessing real-time traffic prediction models, or kind of like healthcare provider purchasing diagnosis algorithm. Recently, some other autonomous economic agents that negotiates and executes contract without human interaction, optimizing supply chain by dynamically adjust a lot of data and use AI predict the demand fluctuations. Those kind of things are happening every day. So during how token as an incentive that we can use to motivate all those innovations happening in real life is, I think, a mainstream adoption when we're talking about the Web3 assets, which used to be some niche market. Now we're driving those niche market to a mainstream by applying token as a thing that can be used in real life use case. This is one thing. So I think in the future, token as a derivative of how the certificate or how the the rights that using a service in real life will be much prevalent now, as we all know that token is a borderless, right? You can use a token in US, in Europe, in any country without really changing the currency. And of course, this all happened under regulatory framework. And second thing is enhanced security and regulatory compliance. AI-driven analytic platform are revolutionizing crypto compliance by deploying machine learning to monitor blockchain transactions in real time. This is one thing very interesting, that how blockchain technology can actually add value to like the overall compliance and the regulatory environment. In the past, we rely on the bank ledgers to really trace the activities, but now if people want to build a safer and more transparent system, they can actually use when they trade in crypto and trade in crypto ecosystem, you can easily to identify that whether your counterparty is regulated or is safe. This is particularly important nowadays in crypto industry as well as in the real life. And third thing is intelligent smart contracts and autonomous governance. This is more related to like native crypto users. AI is redefining smart contract functionality. A good trend is to enable adaptive agreement that renegotiate terms based on external data. This is extremely helpful when we're talking about DAO, which is pretty much crypto, blockchain technology native and crypto native group of people. How do they make efficient decision for a proposal, right? In the past, we have to send email to all those DAO members to ask them for the proposal. But in the future, if the DAO members they agree that we can use AI technology to analyze the way that can be used to govern the token and the ecosystem more efficiently, more effectively, and in a better way. DAO system could be a more effective way to really organize the business. And because of the sake of time, I probably just mentioned another use case is like predictive analytics and decentralized finance. This is the thing that we've seen a lot in current crypto industry and our ecosystem. In DeFi, AI models are becoming indispensable for risk management and yield optimization. This is also one field that's BingX invests quite a lot to identify, to generate the trading signals and, for example, risk profile analysis, and also we will summarize the market data, market news, and give our users very instant push using AI technology. Particularly, we will customize or personalize the information that really fits specifically to your needs, right? If you trade meme tokens, you will find your push will mainly cover meme tokens, and if you just don't want meme tokens, you will feel okay. Your push will be mainly from the macroeconomy and the government decision, etc. So in the future, I think AI will change the way that all the platform, the trading platform, how we interact with our users, and of course, this will also be applied to decentralized finance, to assist the decision-making process. Yeah, I'll stop here.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Vivian. We really appreciate that. I think everyone is excited to really understand how AI and really Web3 kind of converges, connects with each other. Luckily, we do have research AI scientists on board. Mr. Kanging Liu, thank you very much for making time today. We'd love to hear a little more about your perspective from a research AI perspective. I'd love to, could you kindly tell us more about the complexity of AI systems?
Sure. So, hello everyone. I'm very happy to here to share some of my thoughts. So I'm Kanging Liu, and I'm currently an AI researcher who has spent the past years doing some computer vision research, basically to teach the machine to see and to collaborate with people. A quick disclaimer: the views I share today are my own and do not represent those of my employee. So most of us actually feel very overwhelmed by the information at times. So you open apps and it's packed with numbers, charts, and alerts, and it's very hard to process sometimes. The good news is that with the modern AI systems, it can be very friendly to guide you through the whole process. So it can tune the flow of data into clear and harmless insights. Over the next few minutes, I'll show how the current AI system do exactly that, and no code, no equations, just some real world examples. So remember, a lot of people, a lot of situations that you are using for daily communication, so daily translation. These are very helpful, like the AI tools that you may have been using, like smart photo galleries, where you can spot the location shots, did the blurry ones, and build a highlight reels before you even look. And then you can point your cameras at menus abroad. So any contents you don't recognize can be translated to the language that you can understand. So these tailored user cases are for you. And now imagine a finance or learning app doing the same thing. So basically, there's a promise of modern AI system that can make the complex simple, and in a very way that sounds actually very familiar to you. So some of my thoughts are there are some super powers of the modern AI system. The idea is the systems, AI system, they are context aware. So imagine some advanced machine learning models, they can pull the real-time data like price, news, headlines, or even some social media sentiments and respond to the situation, not just the static rules. And when you open an app, AI might summarize the market moves and measure to your holdings and flag any unused volumes or translate complex concepts to some plain languages. So it's like having a research assistant with you for you to code 24 hours per day, right? And then the nice thing about that is this whole system can be personalized to your own experience. So a beginner may be logging to the system, and for the first time, you see very concise tutorials and a handful of the starter options. But when you get more experience, the system can be adapted, and you see more advanced information. So AI lets you risk comfort and trading hours and maybe topics you ignore, and it will reshape the interface in real time. That results in something less like a general dashboard. It's more like a custom one tuned to your styles. And nice thing about part is day one, it's just very simple interface. But day 30, you may know your preference and it be adapted to your needs. So crucially, this adaptation is driven by the data, right? It's not rule-based one, so it can be customized to you with your use of the app every day. So I think this kind of the technologies are very important and can simplify our workflow easily. And nice thing about this kind of technology is that with the advance of AI, most recently, people are focusing a lot on the generative AI and on the foundation models like the multimodal large language model, maybe a lot of you are actually using the ChatGPT recently. So these kind of models, they are large neural networks trained on text, image, code, and more. So today, this kind of multimodal large language models can read a market chart and pass a new paragraph and answer voice questions in the same time. So think of them as some universal translators that can fuse data from different formats into one coherent picture. This kind of versatile tools open a door to smarter customer service, richer internal knowledge search, and faster fraud detections. So all from the same models. Yeah. And I also want to bring some points to the responsible AI. So we know like AI tools, they are very powerful, but in order to make them safe to use, we also need to make sure that we use it in a transparent way. Like the system should tell why it makes a suggestion, and then we should like the process data in a private manner. Ideally, like some of the crucial application, they will be processed on device with strong protection. And then the user should have the ability to control and to correct and to erase the outcome. So basically, I think that's kind of the important aspect. I think nowadays, a lot of like AI companies, they're working a lot on align the AI models with the human values. That's very important if we want to like make the tools really helpful for people without doing some harms. So a glimpse of what's next, I believe like the next wave is truly multimodal. So right now, when we communicate with the AI systems, most of the time we are typing something, we are saying something. We of course can show some pictures, but the next wave, we will be more dynamic. We can show the videos, we can even show the gestures, and the output will not only be the text. It can be some video directory output, give you the very intuitive guidance. So imagine when you point out a few phones, and then you try navigating through different apps or different sections of the app. Nowadays, maybe the AI system will be able to help you navigate that and chat with you with different kind of modalities, like voice or like different kind of ways. So I think like the AI system, they have the powers to help you simplify these very complex user cases, very complex information source, but they are not here to replace your expertise and then take full control of you like your decision. So it's here only to help you. So imagine it has a very powerful friend, right? So I think like can lower a barrier to the beginners and then maybe help the professionals to speed up the process. Or think that in that way, that will be very helpful. So basically, that's what I want to talk today, and I'm very happy to share more thoughts in this discussion section. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Kanging. We really appreciate that. And we also have Anndy Lian, and he's the best-selling author and investor. And we'd love to hear more about the power of Web4. I'm still trying to catch up on 3 here, but I'd love to hear more about this new thing up and coming going on. Anndy, you can have the floor.
Hey man, sorry, I'm in Dubai right now. I lost my voice and I'm in the shopping mall. I hope you can hear me. So we look at AI, in many different ways. Like our friend has mentioned that, there's a lot of guys out here who are using ChatGPT, and a few other model, just to get some things done, right? It's more like a productivity tool. And in fact, before this DeepSeek goes into that kind of popularity, I actually exited from an AI company, a small exit, and I realized that, ever since, our Chinese, large language model pops out, a lot of these AI agents become really, really popular, right? And they become from a productivity tool to something that is even more than productivity, where they could even mimic 10 Anndy Lian, doing different tasks. And of course, this is already available in the market, for retail people like us. And that is actually a really big a jump from where we were last year. So this is where AI is, and if you look at what AI can really do, I personally think that, AI is really the biggest tool for automation. It helps us to do different kinds of tasks, help us to do the check and balance. And in fact, you see a lot of this AI agent, helping you to do trading. I think BingX will know this very well, from the investment side. They help them to do trading, so forth and so on. But my humble suggestion is that, you know, a lot of this AI agent that is supposedly doing a lot of this Web3 or crypto trading algorithm are not really decentralized. Look at yesterday what happened, right? Maybe a public blockchain that is really not so decentralized. I personally felt that then the Web4 theory could then jump in. I started talking about Web4 probably about 2 years ago. I started to write a book. But the book is, there's too much to write, so I'm still trying to finish it. But what I'm trying to push, at least from my point of view, is to have a more decentralized AI-driven kind of a blockchain ecosystem and protocol, so that people who are actually using all this AI agent on this particular blockchain or protocol felt a lot more safe and be assured that it's more transparent. So I have many different kinds of scenario that I could bring out. But what I really want to push is the level of decentralization to be increased, in a Web4 environment. Everyone would be more transparent. AI would actually give you the brain, while blockchain can actually give you the additional layer of security and assurance. So, I mean, the theory is very simple. And in fact, you can see some of these AI blockchain and some of these projects trying to do that. But most of them are trying to do this from a more finance angle, where they could try to get the users to buy into the token and so forth. But what I really hope to see is something from the infrastructure side, where we could all work together in a more open source manner to build the blockchain, using an AI brain, to make the kind of more direct and more fair consensus model, that is going to work long term. Not some kind of blockchain that is just pretending to be decentralized, or perhaps just trying to do something that is not new, just wrap around. And so I hope to see that kind of innovation happening in the space, because as an investor, I really hope to invest in projects that are really trying to solve a certain issue, right? All these AI agent projects, for example, there's one that I invested recently. It's called Wopify. They are based in Brazil. They are one of the biggest community in Brazil. They are also doing AI related this DEX protocol aggregation, right? I love what they are doing, but again, if they can build something even bigger, like what I have suggested in terms of infrastructure wise, of course that's going to cost them money and time, but I just hope that people will have the same vision, and with that vision, I think our industry, crypto or blockchain industry, is going to be a lot cleaner as compared to what we see right now. That's about all of what I want to say then.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Andy. We very much appreciate your insights in this respect. All right, the next section is the general questions. Let's move on. And we have a whole bunch of questions ready for our panel speakers. Let's look at the very first one, and we'll pass the moderation to Gareth. Gareth, you can take it away.
Thanks very much. Yeah. Firstly, thanks very much to all three of you for those very insightful keynote presentations. I think you all gave some very compelling explanations of how AI tools are being used right now, what you can do with them, and what they mean for the industry. Obviously, these questions are more crafted specifically to Web3 and blockchain and crypto in particular. And of course, our first one here: what are the most significant recent advancements in AI, and how are they poised to reshape business and company operations? I think I'm probably going to throw this. I'm just going to throw this first out. Who wants to take it? Andy, how about you?
Sure, no problem. What's the question, man?
So what are the most significant recent advancements in AI that you think are going to reshape business? I mean, is it purely just automation? Obviously, LLMs make it very, very easy for people to create documentation or refine workflows. Where do you see it having the most impact across business in general?
I would echo to what you have said. is mainly from automation side. So right now, I'm right now in Dubai. In fact, I'm actually I have a team of developers here. We used to have probably about 25 developers in Dubai because of what AI can offer. What these models can offer in terms of automation, check and balance. Right now we have only left with 9 developers. So I think that kind of semi automation, that kind of increased productivity can actually bring business, run a lot faster. From a development standpoint, based on what we have done, our productivity has increased more than 180%. Ever since we adopted, this AI model, and that actually increased our output in terms of revenue. That has also increased our ROI as well. Because in the past we need to spend a lot of money, just to keep all the developers with us. And then we still need to do a lot more check on the coding just to make sure that everything is pretty much proper, right? Because there's always human error and so forth. Right now, because of the reliance on AI, all this has shortened in terms of timing, increase in ROI. I think from a business perspective, for those who are not using any of these tools, they should really consider trying to do that, because I can see significant, returns in my last P&L, right? In last December. I hope to see even better for this year because of the increased productivity. Thank you.
Oh, Gareth, I believe your mic is muted right now. So
Apologies for that. Kanging, I'm going to throw this one at you next up. Obviously, you're an AI researcher. Is there any specific recent advancements in AI that you think are really helping businesses and companies improve their operations and workflows?
Yeah, sure. So I think recently, the people are talking about generative AIs, right? So previously, we have a specific AI systems to understand what people think and then maybe output something in some specific form. But right now, with generative AIs, AI can actually create new and original content, like text, images, or videos, or code that really boost the people's productivity. So what Andy mentioned. So right now, when people are trying to make some programs, people actually take some the suggestions from the large language models, right? So you can boost the productivity by maybe use the models to help you debugging, and maybe use the models to help you understand the situation, give you more information. So AI generated the code assistant, or AI generated the market analysis reports, or creation of some educational content about the technology, about the information. It really helps people to navigate through daily tasks, whether you are writing emails, whether you are maybe doing some marketing for the customers to suit their needs, or whether you are doing some product development. So I think that really change how people react and perceive the world. And another thing I'm thinking is that right now, the agentic AI system, like AI agents, they're also very, very hot. So basically, previously, some AI models, they only act as a certain part of the whole workflow. But right now, the AI system, they can not only act to maybe produce text, it can be act autonomously to achieve the goals and performs tasks independently. So I think that's very promising and very, very helpful. So for automating very complex workflow, it can manage to operations with less human intervention and enable very sophisticated operations. So the nice thing about the machine, about AI system, is they don't need to rise like people did. So it's able to be accessed 24 hours per day. And this kind of accessibility will bring a lot of things that people are finding pretty hard to achieve. Yeah, that's some of my thoughts.
Vivian, I'm going to throw the next question straight at you. I mean, obviously, you're developing product at BingX. Where do you see AI delivering like the first easy wins for the digital economy? I mean, how is BingX using AI, and what have been the most innovative and productive ways that it's helped BingX operate and users trade crypto and use your platform?
Okay, well, actually, we have a lot of AI adoptions internally, and we're now have the AI strategy. Then we will have a very comprehensive plan to push the AI related market to the market, the product to the market. First of all, I want to mention is customer support and customer service automation. This is something we already developed for about 1 year internally. Is that we use AI, we feed the AI with our product documents, we train our local AI agent to help increase the efficiency for the entire customer service team. Just pretty much agree with what Andy just said. Now we largely improve the efficiency at the same time we lower the workforce that we need for a particular like single job. That is something already done, and we kind of like continue fine-tuning those service. And also from customer perspective, they also find using a like well-trained AI agent, not something like very like reply your question like a machine. This kind of AI, we train it real like a real person like AI. That is the AI, the agent actually answer our users' question very, very swiftly, very fast. In the past, when our customer service employee, they need probably take like 5 minutes to go through all the details of the trade and kind of think about the answer to the particular situation. Sometimes they even need to go back to check with backend of officers or employees. But nowadays, because we have an AI agent layer in between, AI probably just give answers straight away, like within 1 minute. So for customer perspective, they also benefit from the technology adoption. And something we are exploring recently is one thing is personalized financial service. That is, AI can analyze user behavior and transaction data, and also the market, like overall market data, overall market like trading volume, price, and how much got liquidated right in the past 1 hour. They will the AI will summarize all those data to give a personalized information feed, as well as the risk profile analysis. I think quite a bit projects and companies are doing it. Of course, BingX one of them. We, as I just said, we have 300 million AI funds to invest in the technologies, as well as to build the partnership with the solution, the application providers. This is something we are fine-tuning internally, and you will soon find our products go online. And then is the content generation and marketing. We find in the past using manpower to write all the content, to write Twitters, to write like Telegram marketing campaign words. Actually, that costs a lot of time. Not to mention that you need to translate into more than 20 languages. But nowadays, the AI, on one thing, it's very good at translation, right? Everybody using that nowadays. And secondly, we find they can even, after we train the model, they can even analyze like who are the target audience of a particular campaign or particular marketing activities. That give us a lot of like save us a lot of time and manpower to put into the marketing like content generating part of job. Then we can have the manpower, the group, the team to work on how to for one thing, how to train the model, of course, and second, to put the manpower to how do we penetrate the market and what is our high-level strategy. This is something we're also doing. And lastly, we will use AI for the fraud detection and risk management. This is also one thing that first improve our transparency, and second, to improve our efficiency and build a safer and trustworthy trading environment for our users.
Andy, what has surprised you most about AI's take-up compared to blockchain and DeFi? I mean, you've written a book on blockchain, you've written a book on NFTs. I mean, AI, the uptake has been massively quick, right? I mean, as soon as people understood what ChatGPT could do and how it could improve the way they write content, create content, do workflows, analyze data. Yeah, I mean, how do you compare that to the early days of blockchain and DeFi? Because I remember when DeFi came out, it took about a year and a half for even me to figure out how to do some token swaps and that kind of thing, or participate in staking. Has there been a much faster sort of adoption curve when it comes to that?
The curve is a lot faster and steeper, if I may say it in this manner, because I think the market size for cryptocurrency vs AI is also a big difference. So AI in terms of market size is a lot bigger. It is pushed by right at the start by mainstream media. Whether it's bad or good, but at least people are pushing. Academics are pushing really hard. In terms of AI, I have some professors in MIT, who is talking about AI. They were also very amazed, in the past 2 years, how fast we, the AI industry has grown. But I just want to say this, but no matter what how we compare AI with blockchain or with in terms of the speed and adoption, AI definitely is a lot faster. But in terms of how AI can supplement or AI could work together with crypto, I think that is actually another topic that would really interest a lot of our friends who are in the audiences right now. You know why? Because many of these retail investors are trying to find good projects that are really, really AI driven and not just top only kind of AI driven, or just integrate a ChatGPT and then okay, that's it. That kind of project. So I think if we can find a project that could really solve some of these issues, free up some of this AI gap, and is a very crypto native project, I think that would push our DeFi market to the next level. We could go up 10 times from where we are right now. So I'm still quite optimistic, and I hope that the AI and crypto can grow continuously together and find some really good use cases to put our agenda forward. Thank you.
Vivian, when it comes to an exchange, I mean, how do you see AI tools making it a lot simpler for a complete crypto beginner to get started, whether that's training, buying Bitcoin first off the bat? Do you think there's room in the space to utilize AI to make that onboarding process easier? Because it's still very complicated when you know nothing about crypto.
Yes, this is a project we're currently working on, simplified onboarding. There's a lot of details in this project. Is actually when put into implementation is quite it's harder than it looks. And what we've done recently is real-time support, just what I said, the customers AI-powered customer service. And another big project we are doing now is smart recommendation, is personalize your information feed, personalize your risk portfolio analysis. I think AI actually can do a lot in terms of simplification, but just how we want to present it.
Kanging, I don't know how clued up you are on Web3 in particular, crypto, blockchain, but is there any specific part of this market that you think is prime for an AI-powered, shakeup, where AI tools could really help overhaul the way that users are either trading or experiencing or navigating using trading platforms, or going cross-chain, or just trying to figure out how to begin trading?
So from my perspective, maybe I'm the one with the least the crypto experience among you guys. But I do believe like for like general tools like AI systems, it will be very helpful. Like you mentioned, Vivian mentioned previously, like a lot of technology are already being using to onboard the beginners. So I would say like even for the experienced users, it can still be helpful, right? So as I mentioned previously, so the AI system, they can provide some personalized experience to you, like you have never seen for these traditional tools. Because previously, when you open an app or when you see something, it's by some human rules. Human decides like which part of the content you will see, but that one is not easy to scale up for different users, right? You can't have maybe 1,000 designers or 1,000 like the web pages for 1,000 people by human designs. But right now, like with the generative AI, with the personalized technologies, so it will be able to like design the user experience specialized for you, right? When you open the app, you are not seeing like every single aspect of the complex charts and the tables or different kind of stats, but it will guide you, right? Understand your background. Maybe I'm just a beginner, so I don't need this kind of very deep matrix, but maybe I'm a professional, so I want to learn something more. So I think that's a very, very good way to you imagine that as some assistant, right? It's like doing some data analysis for you directly. And I think that will give us much better user experience. So I didn't have a lot of experience with like a lot of like maybe technology in crypto, but in a lot of other applications, when you open something, you see the contents that are overwhelming, and then it takes a steep curve for you to actually learn what's the meaning of this kind of terminologies. But with the AI systems, I think they will have better ways to connect you, right? You do not need to, I mean, look up these things with some fixed rules, but you were able to explain that in the words that you can understand. So I think that helps to that helps in terms of different industry. It will certainly helps the crypto and the digital economy. Yeah.
I'm going to throw this one both at Andy and Vivian here. I mean, when it comes to cross-chain functionality, I had a long conversation with Sandeep Nelwal from Polygon talking about how AI can help us manage cross-chain interoperability. When you're going and trying to swap tokens or do things across different chains, it's very complicated. A lot of this needs to be done autonomously. Do you see this as one of the key use cases that AI is going to revolutionize in the next couple of years, especially when it comes to exchanges, dealing with decentralized protocols?
Well, okay, I would just start. Yes, I think there's a lot of things can be done here because exchange is on the application level, right? When we're talking about application, it's always we can always use AI as a tool to simplify everything, to be honest. But the problem being being how can the different cross-chain facility be solved by AI? There are some preliminary conditions. For example, can they share the data, right, to solve the security and risk management problem? And secondly, even with AI at the back end of the technology, can the user interface be simplified? How can different chains work together to allow that simplification happen? I think these are two main challenges, I would say, when we're talking about cross-chain collaboration. But yes, I feel there's a lot of opportunities there.
No,
I'm going to go back to Kanging. Go for it, Andy. Go for it.
Sorry, just let me chime in as well. I think, maybe not from an exchange perspective, where things can get very much clogged up because of regulations and compliance, right? But if you look at a specific project perspective, for example, I was looking at a project called Swift, a Swift chain, SWF chain. So what they do is typically, they're able to, allow you to send your assets, from one chain to another in a very, in a very silent and stressless manner, very seamless. I was talking to my friends, who are the coders of the chain, what they actually do is that, because there's a lot of complexity, behind behind such a bridge, and at many different times, there might be a case where, they need some form of a customer service or intervention, but then it won't happen because it's actually, it's actually on the platform. So, and it's also decentralized, right? So what is going to happen is that the AI agent, could do a few things. Number one, they could check your addresses. Number two is that they could make sure that, you are like transferring from TRC20, to maybe to base, or to Ethereum. So the AI actually act as a level of service, even in the DEX environment where things are not controlled. So AI becomes the brain of it. And that would then become a little bit more sexier, than trying to replace the human beings who are actually working in the centralized exchange. Right. So I see that, AI can actually come in many, many different ways, in the decentralized environment. Just 2 cents worth. Sorry to cut you off.
That's perfect. I did throw the question at you as well. I'm gonna throw one more at Kanging, and then I think we'll probably finish off with Vivian with a couple of sort of BingX specific questions. When we look at AI systems sort of becoming more autonomous, more powerful as they are, as we give it more compute and we continue to train LLMs with all the prompts that we give them, what sort of moral boundaries do we have to put in place to make sure that A, people's data is safe, and B, we know what these AI are doing with the information that we're giving them and how they're storing them, how they're disseminating information. This is another conversation I had with Paolo Arduino from Tether, and they've just kind of announced the launch of QVAC, which is a client-side AI tool, which would have all of your AI actually running on your device versus in a centralized server. You maintain control of your data, all your prompts stay natively on your device, and it's all protected. I mean, in your mind, what are the barriers here, and what do we need to do to put in some safeguards to ensure that users' data remains safe and unharmed?
Yeah, I think the importance, one important aspect is like as you mentioned, like right, the data can be stored on device, right? On your device, you take the control, and the AI system, they only see part of or like the transform format of the data, so that it doesn't leak it like your personal information. That's certainly one important aspect of the how pipeline, where like you store data and you take control. Another thing I'm thinking is that when the model is being trained, it also it is experience a very long process of like the human element, right? A lot of experts, like different fields, they're trying to see whether the model is actually aligned to human needs, whether it produce any like the malignant predictions. That's already happening, and a lot of people are like trying to improve it. And another thing, help this process is like you like customize the models for your specific application scenario, right? And you can store the data not only like on your device, but stored like in the safe system like you personally trust. Yeah, like maybe within your specific company or specific group, that will also help to make sure it's safer. And also, I think there is some protocol need to build like for the sharing standard, so that it's easy to be understood by different people, but it's giving you some specific kind of like protection. Yeah, that's some of my thoughts.
Thank you very much. Vivian, this one's for you. Beyond trading, what Web3 verticals stand to benefit the most from an exchange-led AI platform, and what sort of collaborations do you see unlocking that value? I mean, is it the rise of NFTs again? Where do you see this going?
Yes. So, I mean, exchange-led AI platform, there's a lot of things we can do to build this ecosystem, like you said, NFT, how trade was happening in the platform, and how we manage the risk, as well as how we help in the overall flourish of the environment of the industry. One thing that a few things that BingX now is doing. That firstly, we launched our AI strategy. We now have a Bing AI chat. We have smart position analysis, and we have BingX Lab, which is an investment arm under BingX Group. Now we are actively incubating AI native Web3 projects. That is, for example, AI analysis, AI security, kind of like troubleshooters, and a lot of other kind of AI-powered backend solutions for security, for efficiency enhancement, as well as like front-end AI-powered or AI assist user interface, user experience improvement, those kind of projects. We have a quite strong mission to invest in those projects and integrate with those projects to provide better service for the user on our platform. And as part of our multi-year roadmap, BingX aims to bring autonomous agent into portfolio optimization and copy trading to deliver personalized automated trading experience, as well as like we trying to use AI to scale up the service level that we can provide to our like user base. We now serve about like 20 million users globally. So it's quite important for us to one thing, make things right. Second thing, make things like produce product or make products efficient. And thirdly, we need to find a way to efficiently do a go-to-market strategy, both for our platform as well as a platform that partner with or work with our platform. And of course, the core mission here is to provide better service, better products to our user. So this is how we like corporate or how we integrate our service with various AI powered or AI agent projects.
Thanks very much. Another question, and probably get Kangling back on this one. You mentioned, using AI trading bots, trading agents to take care of your whole portfolio, balance things out for you. There's a lot of trust that goes into that, and a lot of the time we cannot really see what AIs are doing. It feels like a bit of a black box. What sort of mechanisms can reconcile those two facts so that users can trust AI-generated trade ideas, especially if I open the BingX, AI chatbot, and I'm like, hey, should I buy Bitcoin today? What's going to happen? How can I trust that it's telling me to do the right thing?
So I think the key aspect of this process is that we still give the human the final power to say no, right? So you will take the final push, right? And you also need to be the one to take the responsibilities. I mean, because these AI powers, they are tools. They are just the assistant for you from a lot of perspective. And the thing is that even when you train such kind of assistant, you need to be patient. You need to be cautious about the data that you use to train the system, right? You need to be very careful to make sure that the process that the model is trained is according to how people will take the control and how people will use the information correctly. And also, you need to make sure the data, they are not biased towards some specific situation. So I think that's something people are paying a lot of attention to, and is doing pretty good. Yeah. Another thing is that we want our users to, when you use these kind of tools, you do not fully leave everything to AI, right? It helps you to digest, to give you sentiment analysis or give you real time the feedback. But when the time comes to say whether you want to give the decision power to the AI, you need to understand you on the risk tolerance, right? If you are not very comfortable with the final call by the AI system, you should be the one to take control. Yeah, I think that's what I think it can be to have this make the whole system more controllable. Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you very much. I think it's time now to look at our questions from the audience. Obviously, we've been going live on X right now, and I'd like to see if we do have any questions to bring up. Can you discuss the role of decentralization in AI and Web3 and how it might change the way we approach data ownership and control? I might throw this one at you, Andy. Did you hear the question, Andy?
No,
That's
I
okay.
didn't. Sorry.
That's perfect. Let me ask it again. From Zed in the chat, can you discuss the role of decentralization in AI and Web3 and how that might change the way we approach data ownership and control? We touched on this a little bit earlier with sort of, user side devices holding user data. Is that one of the ways that decentralized can help protect users?
Yeah, definitely. And I think it will still go back to the same thing that we always talk about. Not your keys, not your money. So all your private stuff, should remain private to yourself. And again, when we talk about AI, again, in this situation, I think AI still remain as a really nice check and balance agent, so that whatever we are trying to do, it can be rechecked again. Thank you.
Perfect. Let's toggle the next one and let's see what else we've got here. All right, Raheem, AI has helped us to improve in the trading space. What next will BingX bring? That one's straight for you, Vivian.
Okay. Yes, I actually mentioned a few earlier, like customer service. This is already implemented, and trading space, and of course, like trading signals, trading analysis. And third thing is risk management. Is that now you have to really take notes what you've been trading, and you always need to think about whether I should take that loss or whether we want to take profit from here, right? Sometimes you think you know yourself, but sometimes you don't really know yourself. That happens a lot when retail customers trading some very volatile assets. They will experience. And now we're trying to bring in a AI assistant, say, hey, you're actually a risk averse, right? So you probably won't want to take that much of risk from that point. They will give you that warning to make you have a better understanding of your portfolio as well as your trading philosophy sometimes. And we hope this kind of more humane like design will like our customer will like it. And something others like the transaction analysis, and for example, in the future, we will have a real AI integrated user experience. It's something like you just talk to your AI agent, hey, please help me to deposit 1 BTC to certain staking protocol. They will just do straight away. You don't need to look for where is the page, where is the button. You don't look. You don't need that anymore. That is kind of like for long term.
I like that a lot. I also like the thought of an AI really stepping in, especially when you get emotional as a trader. If you read all and consume all the best sort of trading advice out there, it's like have a very specific trading plan. Know when you're taking profits, but sometimes the market does things you just don't expect, and sometimes you do just need something that's completely unemotional to tell you what to do
to make a decision.
Precisely. Yeah. All right. We got one more question from the floor. Let's have a look here. Is BingX exploring the integration of AI trading bots, and how would that work with your copy trading system?
Yes. Recently, a lot of trading AI bots agent approach us. Now we're still in the screening process. We're trying to figure out who are the strategy providers that are really reliable. And once we have internal testing, we will push that go live gradually. So stay tuned. We will have that.
All right. Thank you very much. That's it from me, the moderator here. Thanks so much for all those insights, Vivian, Andy, and Kanging. Absolutely fantastic. I think I've learned a lot myself.
All right, wonderful. Thank you very much, everyone. And that brings us to the end of today's webinar. A big thank you once again to our speakers, Vivian, Kanging, Andy, and Gareth, for sharing your valuable perspectives and time for for this engaging session. We covered a lot of ground today, from how AI and blockchain are beginning to converge in meaningful ways, and what investors are really looking for in the next wave of innovation. A full recap article will be available about this webinar, and it will be published on our blog, so definitely stay tuned for that. And thanks again for everyone joining us today. We really hope you found the webinar valuable. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed. Have a good one. Oh.